This is Getting On With Life, Biblical Wisdom for Successful Christian Living. And this session is The Right Reasons. It's possible to do the right things, but not for the right reasons. Or maybe I should say, not for the best reasons. Sometimes what we do is not as important as why we do it. For example, we can do things for selfish reasons, which others think we did because of more noble impulses. Despite the accolades we may be given, our heart was actually selfish and unworthy of the acclaim. Spies serve and work themselves into places where they can get information or have influence. Criminals do the same. On a more day-to-day level, we can be guilty of doing things for wrong reasons, and we may even spend our life doing that. A child, for example, may suggest the family go on a holiday, but only because there is some new place they want to explore. A wife may suggest the need for a bigger house, but that may be driven by shame about the place they have. A man might suggest the family needs a new car, but only because he is tired of the old one that still serves them well. In the Bible, we have many examples of people who do things for wrong reasons. The Pharisees were often rebuked by Jesus because they loved to put on a show, hiding a lot of evil in their hearts and in their actions. In Mark 12:40, Jesus said, "They cheat widows out of their houses while making a show by lengthy prayers. These men will be punished most severely." And in Matthew 6:3, "When you give to the needy, do not sound a trumpet, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and on the streets, to be praised by men. Truly, I tell you, they already have their full reward." I know people who donate to both major political parties. Obviously, they don't fully care for one or the other. They simply want to get favors from whichever party is in power. I know wives who steer their husband to make choices that suit the wife, even though the wife suggests it's for the family's good. I know ministers who only relate with large churches, hoping to have the right connections. Looking after ourselves is natural. That's why we work and eat. However, there is a place where self-interest becomes the wrong reason to do something. This is especially so if we use and deceive others and effectively make servants of them. This comes back to our heart. God watches our heart to give us what we deserve. Our actions may look like we deserve praise, but our heart might reveal selfishness or cover-up. Jeremiah 17:10 says, "I, the Lord, search the heart and test the mind, to give every man according to his ways, according to the fruit of his doings." There are people who lavish gifts on others because they have a guilty conscience. There are people who want to help others, but only so they can be around those people. There are people who volunteer to help, but have hidden agendas. There are those who appear to want the best for others, but their heart is full of malice and deceit. I say again, God looks at the heart. In 2 Chronicles 16:9 we are told, "The eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth," so God can be strong on behalf of those whose heart is blameless toward Him. In all the many things we are supposed to do in life, the heart with which we do it is important. You can serve with resentment in your heart. You can appear kind, but have malice. You can pretend to be happy while your heart is aching. You can be very religious, but be driven by fears. You can give gifts, but only to fool others. Let's run a short checklist to help you see this in practice. Children are to honor and obey parents. This is to be done with a willing heart that obeys as an act of worship to God. Children, is that how your heart is? Wives are made as a helper to their husband, being the wind in the sails of his life. This is to be done as an act of worship of God. Wives, do you control your husband and want him to build the world you want, or do you help him achieve his plans? Employees are to serve their bosses as if working for Jesus, not just looking good, but actually serving diligently from the heart. Employees, do you give half-hearted effort and look to take advantage of your boss? Christians are to love God and seek to see God's kingdom come on earth. Do you care about God and His kingdom, or only what pleases you? Do you love God with all your heart, or are you more interested in entertainment and doing things your way? Parents, bosses, and husbands, you all have responsibilities for those in your care. Do you resent and exploit those ones, or do you bless them by your positive heart toward them? Whatever your situation, remember in all things you do that God not only looks at what you do, but that you do it for the right reasons. God bless you.